Hi, today I'm going to talk about failure, and I wanted to get an idea of what the dictionary definition was. So I went onto the internet and found a number of definitions, which I'd like to sort of discuss with you today. The first one is lack of success, an unsuccessful person, enterprise, or thing, the omission of expected or required action, a lack or deficiency of a desirable quality, and the action or state of not function. So for me, I consider a failure to be not a success, obviously, or a lack of success. In my corporate world, when a client was not happy with the services we provided as a hotel, then that was considered a failure. For me, I considered it a failure as well because we obviously had not met their expectations. So when those kind of things happened, I had to go back and sort of research and look at everything that happened and what was it that wasn't making them happy. Was it a food problem? Was it a service issue? Was it me? And I had to go back and take a look at it and evaluate it and talk to whoever I needed to talk to about the failure. Because sometimes, even though it was my client, it might not necessarily have been directly my failure. It was a total group failure from a hotel standpoint. So what I have to look at is the whole big picture, how it was affected, and what things we can do to change it. And we would have meetings to talk about it and to look at it and to figure out what we could have done better. And that's really how I looked at each failure that I had when I was in the hotel business. As a meeting planner, we had to do a report at the end of each meeting to talk about what worked well on the program, what did not work well, and what things we could have done to improve. And that was really great too, because as you're going along in the meeting, you find out things like, oh, maybe this didn't go over too well. This speaker didn't go over too well, or the meal didn't go over too well, or the transportation didn't work, or the party on the beach didn't work, or the weather wasn't great, but not much you can do about the weather. Anyways, those exercises were very helpful for me in figuring out what I could do better the next time. And that's what you really want to look at. Maybe you failed at something, but you know what? You're learning from your failure. And if you don't make mistakes, you're not going to grow. So for me, you have to make mistakes. And for me, I don't mind making mistakes because I'm only going to grow from it. So I hope that when you do make a mistake, you figure it out, go through it. What could you have done better? And take all that information with you. And then when you start to do something similar the next time, you'll recall, oh, that didn't work so well. I need to try something new. Think out of the box, be innovative. And yes, sometimes failure doesn't make you happy, but you know what? It's going to make you a stronger and better person. That's it for today. I'll talk to you tomorrow.